Do you know how hard it is to have a relationship or stay in a relationship or keep the relationship? There's a lot of guys who can tell you how to get a relationship, but there's not a lot of guys who can tell you how to keep a relationship, because it is the hardest thing to do on this planet. Now, the reason I'm asking you guys that is because I decided to go ahead and do a reaction to the Pop the Balloon or Find Love game show on YouTube here, especially the viral clip, which is what we're going to cover today. Now, before we get into this, let's go in with a few different questions. One is, what phase of life are you in? Meaning, what are you looking for? Next is, what category do these women fall into? Wife, companion, fun girl, or gold digger? And then you really have to start to ask yourself questions like, is this woman a leader or a follower? Then the most important question is she actually looking for love? Or does she just love the money that you give her? Now, my name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say fair use, so I will be interrupting the video to provide some commentary because I want men to use this as something to learn from. Here we go. You know what? When I hear people being mad, I think they're more mad at the fact that we know that her wig is crazy,
but your life does not. Oh my God.
Crazy, but his eyebrows, the way he looked at her when he said what he said, I think that's what people are really mad about. But I mean, come on, she's not attracted to him probably because of his height. I want y'all to think about this, because when you get into a relationship with someone, it's important to know if this woman is a leader or a follower. Now, she's on a show where she's supposed to be looking for love, yet she's thinking about what this man said to another woman. Now, what he didn't say to another woman was, oh yeah, I want to bend that ass over and, you know, I want to tear it up. He told the woman he's not interested. That should actually make her more interested in him, that he's willing to pass on certain women. But we have leaders and followers. I'll let you decide what you think she is.
It.
Okay, so we can agree that this woman has, you know, some attractiveness to her. When women start to talk about tone, in my head, because I've been married and divorced, I have children, what I think about is, how does this woman want you to respond to her? Like, that's what she's really looking at.
So, what I have to say is, it's not what you say. This is what I mean by what I said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes.
You could have rephrased a lot of the things that you have been saying to me as well as the other girls differently. But that's all I have to say.
But one thing about me is I'm not going to change who I am
Of course.
to fit somebody else's liking. You know, I'm just going to tell it how it is. If you're not it, that's not it. You know,
Cool.
The one that is it, I'm going to let it be known.
Okay.
You know, for surely, yes.
Respectful.
If you're going to wear something like that, expect for men to look at what you're showing, because let's be grown-ups. Let's go beyond, oh my gosh, I'm a woman and I can wear whatever I want. Yes, you can wear whatever you want, but this is what I would call a thirst trap. Why? Because she got her breast out. Come on. And if she said this is a tattoo, this is a tattoo that's going down the middle of her chest. Like, come on. How much more attention do you actually want? Social media following, what are they going to say? What is their impression of this person going to be? Are they going to approve of this man? Because let's be honest, she didn't pop her balloon, so she had some interest in this man. He did not do a great job of actually showing his personality. And when I'm talking about showing his personality, I'm talking about he pretty much let them know that it's going to be his way or no way. And the majority of women ain't going for that.
No problem. So we do still have 2 balloons.
Yes.
Do we still have 2 balloons?
No.
Let's go over here. I saw you hesitate. That's why I had to ask. So if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Kayla. I'm 23. Originally, I was not going to pop my balloon because I know a lot of them popped it because he was being, I guess, arrogant. But to me, I like my man that's not going to sit in every girl's face and, complimenting them,
That's what a woman should say. That's how women should feel. Listen, women outnumber men on this planet, so every woman does not get a man. That also means that everyone does not have a person because there's not an even amount of men and women. Women outnumber men by 3 million. So it's going to be a lot of coping going on, especially if they have standards, because those standards just means they have limitations. And guess what? It's already a limited amount of men. So here we go.
So I didn't find that offensive to me, but when they started what was going on, I'm very I don't want to say I'm argumentative, but I don't want my man to argue back with me because then I feel like it's going to always be a problem. That was the only reason why I popped my balloon.
So she's basically telling you she wants to bully you, right? If you hear a woman that says she doesn't want to argue, we can look at this woman and see that she likes to argue, or she gonna always have something real snappy and snazzy to say. So
because I was just like, dang. But then with me, you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm going to get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute. You need to relax. You stocky as hell. And I was trying to be respectful, but you was really coming up like.
Wait, look at his stance. Look at his stance. I was going to try to rewind it, but this is my first time doing this type of content, so we're going to keep it going. But look at, never mind.
I didn't like it. I'm from the South, and I can handle a lot of criticism and stuff like that, but
no, she can't. No, she can't. She want things her way. Problem I've ran into with all the experience I have as far as relationships go, women do not want the blame. So, do you really think she can handle criticism? I don't think so, but let's see.
The way
to just insult
I'm trying to create a family, that's what I aspire to do.
Okay.
This question was answered in the beginning, but it's okay, right? It's okay because the fact that she's even talking back to him, this is the type of interaction that would have also sucked me in as well. She would have grabbed my attention beyond her looks with just the conversation, right? Her calm demeanor. When men want a feminine woman, this is what a feminine woman sounds like. The woman that he just got into it with, who had the big tattoo on her arm. I can't say that woman was very feminine, but this woman, she sounds feminine. She looks feminine.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're good? Sure, we're good. Oh, okay. All right.
Now, let's be honest. I loved his energy, but I will say this. He didn't play the room right. He didn't read the room right at all. Now, I understand why he was doing what he was doing. That's because he had a laser sharp focus. He was there to find love. He was there to find a wife. This is why it's important for you to figure out what phase of life you're in, because as men, we're all at different phases. Some of us may be figuring it out. Some of us may be building or creating. Others may already have the business or the career going. Now they're looking to maintain the career or the businesses. And then the majority of us are looking to get to that retirement phase. Maybe I should say women are looking for you to be at the retirement phase because they don't want to do anything in between, right? So that's something to pay attention to. But he didn't read the room right. He was arrogant. This is why I say, fellas, when you're working on yourself, your mind, your body, your finances, when you're working on your mind, you have to be a little more suave. You have to be a little more engaging or charismatic, because no one wants a dictator. Everybody wants someone that's going to be a team player. Now, I'm not here telling this man how he should live his life, nor am I telling you how to live your life. But what I am saying is we all want something that is interesting. We all want something that we can get laughs with, that we feel like we can have a good time with. Now, I can say just based on his demeanor, again, it's his way or no way. Now, if you're okay with that and knowing that majority of women are not going to be okay with that, then you have yourself a winner. The women on this panel, I can guarantee that when he said he could pull out 100,000, I'm sure that they all thought, God dang it, why did I pop my balloon? Because they're not really looking for love. These women are not looking for love. They all showed you that, right? If they were, they would have all made a personal claim. But what we saw happen here was one woman popped because he didn't like how she was talking to another woman. Now, if she were in a relationship with that man, guess what? Her attitude towards what he did will be completely different. In fact, she would actually like it. Right now, she doesn't like it because she's trying to appease to this crowd that may or may not exist. That's why I said it's important to know if a woman is a leader or a follower. Now, if she's leading, what is she leading you to? If she's following, it's extremely important to know what is she following. Fellas, it is this hard to find a wife. It is extremely hard because when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to a woman not being promiscuous, this may actually be the worst time in history for that because women are sexually liberated. The woman in the red, right? For instance, she had her boobs all the way out. Like they were literally all the way out with a and then to have the presence of mind to address anyone for looking at what she has on, fellas, that is a woman who would put your life in danger. Now, I'm saying that because if you're going to go out and you can wear whatever you want, but if you go out, you better understand not every single man has the same set of morals. They just don't. All of us don't have the same set of morals. All of us do not believe in the same type of things. Family, getting money the right way, doing things the right way, making sure everybody is good. Some people are truly out for themselves. So when you come across women who feel like they're going to do whatever they want and the world has to cater to them, once again, that is a dangerous position to be in because that means she doesn't care about your reputation. She doesn't care about your image. She doesn't respect you. And she doesn't care if the people you have to do business with respect you either. Now, the reason that's important is because this or that is how you're going to make money. Now, if you don't have any money, guess what? That woman really ain't going to give you no loyalty. So the biggest factor is the money. Now, I get it. As men, we want love. We want it. We desire it. We crave it, right? But more than just love, I'm starting to realize that you want respect way more because a woman may love you, but then she'll say stuff that makes sense to her, which is, I don't need you. I want you. Now, if you turn around and say that to her, she'll be instantly turned off. So why does she think it's okay for her to say that to you? That's because women have adopted the promiscuous mindset. They have adopted the sexually liberated lifestyle. Like this is what they have adapted to. I believe, yes, this is actually the end of the show. So think about it, fellas. These women made it to the end of the show and they didn't match with anybody. So that should tell you what I'm telling you, which is there are millions more women on this planet. Not every woman gets a man. These women displayed that. This is why it's important for you to keep your relationship private, because if you put it out for the public, now the public gets to put their ideas, their opinions, and you have to impress them. People that are not going to be in your life every single day dealing with whatever you have to deal with. If you think that a relationship is going to be all sunshine and roses, you are sadly mistaken, because that shows me you don't even understand the circle of life, where people are alive for a certain amount of time and then they're gone. They have transitioned onto a whole nother life, or they have just ceased to exist. I'm saying this because it's important for you to understand that your time here on this planet is limited. I don't care how long you make it. I don't care what age you make it to. This planet has been around for, I don't know, let's just say millions of years, thousands of years, and humans only live up to maybe 60, 70, and then you have your outliers who made it to 100 or a little bit past 100. That is not 1,000 years. So when you guys are getting your life together or trying to figure out what's going on out here in this world, I can tell you from my own personal experience, and we all just kind of seen it. You've seen, well, I don't know if we've seen any wives. I don't know if we've seen any companions, fun girls, or gold diggers. But what I will say is the companion is usually the one that's probably not going to look the best. But the companion is the one that's going to be there no matter what. The wife, that's the one you want to build with. The fun girl, this is the one that is going to give you headaches when she's not having fun. And then the gold digger only cares about herself. So, fellas, when you're looking at women or listening to women, allow those things to run in the background of your mind, because when a relationship ends, you're going to be thinking about, why did it end? What happened? What did I overlook? What can I do different? What can I do better? And guess what? It probably wasn't you. It probably was the decision you made. I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.